Hey, so you all remember that random Tuesday in June of 2020 where Clay Entertainment went and confirmed that a new Don't Starve Together mobile game was gonna hit the scene soon? Yeah, me too. And you know, from the start here, I was pretty interested. Now I'll admit, I was more intrigued about how terrible it was gonna turn out, but as we got more and more information, I was giving the thing more credit than it was potentially due. And I even eased up on it so much, in fact, that I spent a year dredging up as much information as I can on it to provide you guys with 5 separate videos all dedicated to this Don't Starve Newhome. And as you can clearly see, these were some popular videos. People were into this idea as well. Probably because they just wanted to know what the hell it was. But some keen detective eyes might have noticed already that even my last update on this title came all the way back in June of 2021. So what gives? What happened to this game? Well, we don't know, actually. There might be a pocket of people out there who do and have played it quite recently, and we'll talk about that as we progress here. But as far as all the information we were ever able to get from the social medias, websites, you name it, it's kinda stopped. It has been essentially radio silence since June 21st of 2022. And yeah, sure, if you truly do go digging throughout all this, you will find new snippets of gameplay, new snapshots from the game that I never showed you, and so on. But for the most part, it's just been a social media team just posting every month, mostly related to the seasons of that month. Oh, and trust me, everyone, this goes for all of their social media, be it Facebook here and or their Instagram, which, to be fair, kind of go hand in hand, but the point still stands. So once more I ask, what happened to Don't Starve Newhome? But you know, there might actually be a better question in all this. What happened to the developers of Don't Starve Newhome? And let's set the scene a bit before we get into that, because let's be real, we all forgot about this game, right? Yeah, sure, some people would bring it up in a Twitch stream and we talk about it very briefly and then just move on. But with them not updating their own game and any information related to it, I could not get any information to help update you guys about their game, so it just left my brain. But if we flash back 2 days ago to Bloody Smiles here, things get very, very interesting, and thus the spawning of this very video here today. They asked the very valid question about whether or not Don't Starve Newhome had been cancelled, because they found out that the website had shut down. And that to me was a major red flag. And lo and behold, they are gosh darn right. The website is gone, everybody. Absolutely reduced to atoms. No matter how you try to reach it, it simply will not exist whatsoever. Now I know what some of you out there might be thinking, and it is very logical. It's probably just them forgetting to refresh and regain the domain, right? And you know, there is potential there. But to throw a wrench into that great theory, that is, if this information is meant to be taken at face value, the actual expiration date of the domain isn't even until February of 2025. So it's there. It's supposed to be, at least. And as an appropriate side note, I suppose, the thing cost $12,311. So, you know, that's a freaking thing. So suffice to say, everyone, I went digging once again. Given my history with this game, I figured I should be the one to maybe break the news that, yeah, this game might be dead. Take, for example, this post from the end of 2021. They said, out of the blue, that they were now a part of Level Infinite, a developing branch of Tencent Games. So alright then, they had an actual official publisher, because as you guys saw in that first ever video about this game, we had major questions about the developer behind Don't Starve Newhome, because when we did our digging, we found out that their parent company was working with cars, for Pete's sake. So I went digging then into Level Infinite, and lo and behold, nothing. Literally nothing about this game whatsoever. And heck, if you need any more proof, just go to Level Infinite's website, look at all their games that they ever had a hand in, and you'll come to find that once again, Don't Starve Newhome isn't even featured here. And you might be wondering, maybe it's because it's not coming yet, right? Right, but some of these games were supposed to be out and didn't come out last year and are still on this list. Some of these games are still coming either next year or the year after that, but are still on this list, so on and so forth. Once again, you get the point. Don't Starve Newhome, not here. Well, let's be real, everyone. That's still not concrete information. No one has come out and said that this game is gone. Not even the developers themselves. But I will say this. Not even the developers are talking about this game. Not even on their own developer timeline. And to add some insult to injury, it's kind of funny that the last 3 updates were from 2018, 2019, and 2022, and one of them was simply them saying that they have a new logo. So yeah. But to be sure that we at least have a somewhat solid foundation to stand on for the rest of this video, a brief history will tell you that Shangqiu Games didn't start out that way. They were more Shonda Interactive until 2009, then they became Shonda Games, and then Shonda Games was bought out and thus became Shangqiu Games in 2019, and is now also, again, somewhat a part of Tencent and Level Interactive. Oh, and if you want a list of what games they've worked on, this is also provided. And just know that they're essentially all mobile games. Just like Don't Starve Newhome, which is a mobile game that I know for a fact many people have played, and apparently quite recently too. Yes, you heard that right. As I did even more and more digging, I found that people were playing this game up until the end of 2022, it sounds. They had an official pre-registration thing on this TapTap website that I've never heard about, but there were some actual news articles about being able to play this game in this way, at least as a beta version. And even on their most recent post, there were people who were saying that they were able to play the game, and then suddenly, they were not able to. And that's where things got even more spicy for me. That's when and where the real world started to creep into this conversation, everybody. And it kinda gets a little sad. Shangqiu Games is based in Shanghai, China. And as we know, if we've been following the news these past 3 years, COVID isn't gone, and it's hitting China very hard. And while I absolutely do not want to get political in this video and will absolutely ban anybody who does, we all know that China's zero COVID policy is kinda wrecking everything. So if we put all of that together, everyone, I believe there's only one conclusion we could ever come to. Don't Starve Newhome is so dead. No significant peep from the social media team on any sort of platform whatsoever. Not even a teensy tiny little tease from the official publisher of the game. Not a word from the official developers of the game. We factor in the COVID nonsense, all the domain talk that we had. What else are we supposed to conclude? Now, I will say this. It's true that we haven't heard anything from Clay themselves, but that tells me 3 things. 1, they don't know. 2, they can't know. 3, and they will never admit this because they kinda can't, they don't care. Clay got their money in 2020, everyone, when someone approached them and say, hey, can we use their IP for this game? They're fine. They got it. They're good. You know what I mean? So they can't probably say anything, but we can, and I can. Because, spoiler alert, I did play this game. Now, I can't tell you too much beyond that because I did sign an NDA, but I did play this game, and I will say this, I was shocked by how much I enjoyed it. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a mobile game, and with mobile games comes a lot of problems, and with this game in particular, there was a lot of problematic things surrounding it. Once again, we're not going to get into that, but I was actually enjoying myself with this game. It had potential, I saw its potential, and I even talked to the people directly involved in this game to help bring its potential to light. Again, that's all I could say, but yeah, I don't think it's coming, everyone. And if it is still coming, let's just say it's not doing a very good job of letting us know that it's coming. But I really do gotta say, I think the world-altering events of the past 3 years canned it. I think that's true, and it's kind of disheartening. Imagine how the developers feel. You know, they wanted to make a game, it was their job, they get paid to do it, and for them to get shut down potentially, You know, that matters. We are still all human at the end of the day. But folks, I believe that will do it for us here today. I just wanted to share some potentially sad news with all of you that a game is dead and it's a game in a franchise that we all love. But I also wanted to get people sleuthing themselves. Maybe after this video, you, yourself, will find some more concrete information that I really couldn't because, yeah, I kind of randomly threw this together last minute. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. Who knows? I might be eating my shorts by the end of this year if Don't Starve Newhome just drops out of the blue, just like the first information of it dropped out of the blue all those years ago. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.